There is an Italian player who played in the 60s. He's made a lot of controversial topics before. And he said Djokovic's game is outdated. He said the new way to play is the way Jannik Sinner is playing. Big, hard strokes. But not only does he hit hard, he opens up the court hitting hard. And he moves just as well as Djokovic does. So he's saying that Djokovic is outdated. And the Italian tennis player is Adriano Panetta. He's made a lot of comments. We've talked about him in the past. Yes. What are your thoughts on him saying that Djokovic's game is outdated?
I don't want to call it outdated. I would say it's not the newest type of tennis on the tour, but it's not outdated. If Djokovic's style of play is outdated, there's a lot of players on the tour whose style is outdated. A lot. So it's a loaded statement because I get what he's saying. It's not the way that the newest players are playing, but it is also a successful way to play tennis. And you take a couple losses and all of a sudden you're a dinosaur. What you do doesn't work. You're outdated. I don't think those things are true. I think he needs to make small adjustments to the way he already plays tennis and he'll be fine. That's what I think. Do I think that Jannik Sinner does move just as well but hits harder? Yeah, I do. I think that's true, but I think that Djokovic is a master at sequences and figuring out what shots, what spots, what locations, and what type of sequences and exchanges work best for him, and we will see a response. He can change direction on both wings. He can cover the court. I don't know if he's going to hit the ball harder, but I do think that we might be surprised at what he's able to do moving throughout the year.
Change of direction is still change of direction. That's still a big
timeless
part of tennis. Yeah. I mean, Martina Hingis, as I mentioned earlier, who hit slow, was beating Serena, one of the hardest hitters in WTA history, by just changing direction.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. So, which bring me to the last topic, which is Federer. Now, Federer made a statement in Indian Wells, but since this guy made this statement, he said everybody's playing the same, big, hard hitting, and it's kind of boring to watch. He said you need to have a mixture of styles, but everybody right now is just hitting hard.
Yeah.
Do you think it's boring to watch? Do you agree with Federer?
I don't agree it's boring. I don't think it's boring to watch at all. I really don't. But I 1000% agree that someone is going to shift the pendulum. Someone is going to figure out how to diffuse all this power. We'll see a return of somebody who's an elite counterpuncher. We'll see someone who's able to neutralize heavy hitters, cut off the ball, and remove time. Because you can't hit hard like that and run around when you don't have time. And we're going to see some major shifts and changes. But I don't think Djokovic will be the person who does make that change.
Yes, I agree.
I do agree I do think that. So we'll see. Obviously, the struggles of someone like a Medvedev is that he gives so much time to these young guys that they're able to really crack the ball. Djokovic obviously isn't hitting big enough or taking the ball quite early enough to take away time from these guys yet. And so someone else is going to have to do it.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know who it'll be, but I don't think it's going to take as long as we think.
Yes, and just to close it out real quick, people are just so... They bounce off the wall real quick. They change their minds real quick. Again, Djokovic loses one tournament. He should retire. Sinner wins. Rightfully so. He wins Australia. He wins Rotterdam. He wins Miami. And now he's winning the French Open.
Yeah.
Although that's his worst surface.
Yeah.
Then you have Alcaraz, who's been struggling. He's a thing of the past. Although he just beat Sinner.
Yeah.
So people are just fickle. Yeah. And they're just going to go with what's current.
Yeah. You've got to think big picture for sure. And like I said before, I really think that this big, crazy swing in tennis, it makes sense. But it is not sustainable.
Right.
It's just not,